Hi everyone, Anj here, and today we're talking about the hangover cure, green smoothie. Recently I had a fun night out with friends and I didn't even realize how much I was drinking until the next day. But baby, that next morning, my head felt like it was gonna explode. I was not ready. It took me like 24 hours to recover from that night out. Anyway, that whole episode prompted me to start doing some research on why are my hangovers getting so bad. And science actually does show that as we get older, our bodies are more susceptible to painful effects of alcohol, like being hungover. Be sure to watch this video to the end so you can learn a little bit more about how hangovers do get worse as you age. And I'm gonna share with you my recipe for the green smoothie hangover cure. While I was preparing to do this video, I was doing research on what causes hangovers. And it did find that as you get older, hangovers do in fact get worse. Definitely is true for me. I mean, my hangovers went from being non-existent to crippling. So science actually backs this up. There are several different factors involved with what causes hangovers. One is telomeres. Telomeres are stretches of DNA that live at the end of our chromosome, and they help protect our genetic code. These compounds shorten as we age, causing us to become more vulnerable to environmental stressors like alcohol. If you want to learn more about the science behind what causes hangovers, check out this video. I'll also link it in the description below. Obviously, if you're drinking or planning to have a night out, you want to drink lots of water. Drink water before, during, and after drinking alcohol to reduce the effects of dehydration. It's also helpful to drink alcohol on a full stomach. In other words, it's good to eat a meal before you start drinking alcohol to reduce the painful effects of a hangover. This smoothie recipe features broccoli, which is high in folate, aka folic acid, and green tea, which helps protect your body against the long-term effects or damage of drinking alcohol. It also has kale, green grapes, and parsley. It's important to use all organic ingredients when you're making a smoothie because the blender is going to rupture the cellular walls of the produce and it's going to release all the nutrients. If there is any chemicals like a pesticide or an herbicide on your ingredients, those chemicals are going to be absorbed into your body and could make you sick. So go ahead and splurge, you deserve it. Consider it self-care when you're at the grocery store. Get your produce from the organic section. Or come shop at Mandela Grocery Co-op because most of our produce is organic. Let's dive in. So I prepped the ingredients ahead of time. I brewed my tea. I just made 1 cup of tea. So I brought water to a boil and then steeped my tea. And then I just let it cool, unsweetened. I didn't add anything to it. I just let it cool for about an hour. I also washed off all of my greens. So I rinsed my parsley and the curly kale and the broccoli. And then I took the curly kale off of the stems, about half of a bunch. And then I cut 1 head of broccoli and cut the crowns off and I patted those ingredients dry with paper towels. I also froze my green grapes. So I washed them, I patted them dry with a paper towel, and then I laid them flat on it was just the larger Tupperware dish so that it'd be 1 layer of green grapes. And I just popped them in the freezer and it took about an hour and they were frozen. So I prepped my ingredients ahead of time for this smoothie. Let me know in the comments below if it would be helpful for you to show some of the prep that I did. It's relatively quick. One of the benefits of this recipe is that it is pretty quick and easy. So I really loved this smoothie because it's super fresh and refreshing. It does make you feel healthy after you drink it, like definitely healthier. I gotta say though, the flavor, like the actual taste of this smoothie is more like medicine. Unfortunately, the broccoli and the curly kale combination, I wasn't able to get this smoothie to be totally smooth, which is how I like my smoothies. It was still a bit of texture, like a pulpy texture happening in this. So The taste of it overall, I would rate kind of on the lower end, but like I literally did feel more energized, more just like lighter and like life, like I was doing a favor for my body, especially after a night of drinking. I love the parsley in this smoothie. It definitely adds a layer of fresh. The green grapes are also extremely refreshing and cooling. I would have used frozen broccoli if I had it. I had fresh broccoli in the fridge, so I went ahead and used that, but the frozen broccoli would have just added an extra layer of like coldness, which I think would have really been nice. So I would do that differently in the end. Also, I think next time I make this recipe, I'm gonna add some cucumbers in there. You know, obviously cucumbers have a lot of water in them, and so it would be good for hydration. But overall, I give this smoothie, I would give this smoothie a 7 out of 10. I really liked it. I felt like I was doing a favor for my body. Yeah, I kind of chugged it. I sipped it a little bit at first, but then I chugged it just because I wanted all that goodness inside of me. But like I said, the flavor wasn't that high. For flavor, I'd probably rank this one closer to a 5. So there you have it. That is the Hangover Cure green smoothie. I actually, while doing research, found a few other ingredients that are really good to help cure hangovers. So I want to make additional hangover cure smoothies. So that might be something that I do in the future. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all next week. All right, peace.